Welcome to the Ethio-Somali regional capital city of Jigjiga, and today is 6th of July, and we came to the main prison here behind me. You see, is the main prison of the Ogaden region or Ethio-Somali regional state, also known as the Jail Ogaden in another word, or the nickname I should say. I came here today to visit the prison here because the report of yesterday from the Human Rights Watch, which has been claiming there has been abuses here in the prison. So the simple way to do right now is for us to, or for me personally, to go inside the main prison, this right behind me in the Ogaden region, and to find out whether the report was actually fact or complete fiction. And it's simply going here and finding out exactly what's going on. Right now we're in the center of the main prison, and some of the reports which have been included in the report yesterday of Human Rights Watch was there is no health, there's no clinics, and people here do not get service of any kind of medicals or health care. Now I want to just go here, which this sector would be the healthcare sector. Now, we're in the main sector of the healthcare, which people get treated here, whether they are light or heavy injuries or anything like that, or maybe a mother who's giving a birth or anything like that. Right behind me, you can see the Somali regional state prison clinic in here. And the report of yesterday of human rights, what's the most interesting is that they said there's no a single location to treat a patient. But that can only be fact when you in the region, or you in fact in the main prison, just like I am today. What's your name?
My name is Dr. Hashi Ahmed.
Yeah. So you're working here?
Yes, I'm working here since 2006.
So you treat all prisoners who came here to buy medicals and different medicals, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. We have an OPD, and we see the patients daily. And we all of the health cares here, and there is no any problem, health problem in this prison.
Right. And can you say there is enough doctors that will provide any healthcare needs in the prison in this place?
Yes, of course. The structure of this health care professionals here, I'm a doctor, medical doctor. Also, we have enough nurses and health officers. Yes, also we have a midwifer.
Yes.
And a lab technician.
Yes.
Also the pharmacy.
Yes.
Service.
In here, right behind you.
Yes, of course. And we have enough medicine.
Medicines. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, we're on a pharmacy right now, which is a lot of medicals behind me are available, as you can see.
Vitamins.
Yes.
Also, this is medical supplies.
Yes.
Antipsychotic drugs.
There you go.
Yes. Antidepressants.
And a lot more.
Anti-pain. Antiemetics.
Yes.
Antibiotics.
Also
the injectable antibiotics.
Yes.
Also bioantibiotics.
Almost everything.
Hypertensive, yes,
drugs to treat the people.
Yes, of course.
And obviously, as we actually in the main section of the healthcare systems here in the prison, it's completely already 5 minutes we've been here, and it's been proven completely wrong or fictions what have been seen yesterday, and we're going to visit more locations. The reports have touched a lot of different areas in the prison. It says there's no air and people could not even breathe. It says there is a tortures inside the main prison. In the report it says there's no health care at all, especially for the women and men and any kind of treatment. It says there's no medicals whatsoever. It also says there's people doesn't have a right to movement is here in the prison. Now, to actually, for me last night I was quite a lot thinking of to prove that whether it's actually right or wrong to come to the main prison. In the next morning, today we're here, right? And we're in the main prison of the Ogaden region. Some people might know the Jello Gardens. Now, if all of those things that I have shown you right now is not real, then I don't know what's real, because the reports can be believed. Is the reports that has been eyewitnessed, a witness, someone who's in the ground. The people who write in the reports is clearly a people who get their information or source from the neighbor countries. And so to provide that to the public and make it true is extremely unacceptable.
أتان حريصنا يدان حريصنا حفاظكم نحصله وقتي وعنا روح هذا emergency ينادو مركب ولا الله مركب ولا سوق على الروح حبيني يدهر دد هيجن وأكو يجرب تريا هو أفراد تسعة مركز زوجة عفوا زوجة تريا كلا بدله تريا كلا نلحيدا حنو كيور اللي داوي لحد السعودي يربط كيو كلا قاطع فحيبي اللي يقول هيبي كلا حنو كان عسكر داوي كيمين كاس أوصله بالجواب تسأله حال تسأله
Now we just have seen the doctors, we've seen the pharmacies, we've seen the different medicals in here, and right now outside the Amplas is in here. So we're gonna just actually take a look inside the Amplas and see the service that he has for us. Where do you open? Here you go. And this is the basically this Amplas service is for the prison here in the Ogaden regions, which the report described it as there's no service of any healthcare service here in the main prison. Now this prison seems to be a place of rehabilitation where people get corrected, and is the same as anywhere in the world. Any capital cities in the world have a prison. To have a prison, it means there is a law in that place, in that location. Now there is no healthcare systems in here. Is the part of the human rights report yesterday, but now we're in the Amplas, and this Amplas is basically service for the prisoners, just in case the treatment cannot be done here. It can be referred to hospitals and outside the main prison, and is the transportation for the health for the people, the prisoners. There's basically anything that Amplas that's required is in this equipped inside the vehicle, which can be taken to a person referring from one location to another. So if there is no healthcare here, how can it be an ambulance here? We still on the tour or visiting the main prison of the Ogaden region or Ethio-Somali regional state. Some people might even know as the Jello Garden here. We're on the IT room, which is the part of the sector of the education in the main prison. Rehabilitation place this place is, and therefore is the fact right now we're in the main prison in the Ogaden region, and therefore for us to actually discover that the young men here in the prisoners are actually at the same time learning ITs and computering is a great opportunity inside the main prison, and it doesn't happen a lot of main countries or countries, maybe some countries in Europe and America. It doesn't really happen in that. But a situation like this, and the report of yesterday which says the prison has no space to breathe and it's overcrowded and there is no food, people get beaten, and that is actually quite exciting to bring the right image in the ground, because a person can only tell the truth when you're actually in the ground. You cannot just take the fair part of opinion of what has been said or said to another person. But in order to tell the facts to the people, you must be in the ground of the place. And we are in the Ethiopian-Somali regional capital city, and we are in the main prison of the Ethiopian-Somali regional state, which some people might know as a nickname of the Jello Garden. And now we're in the sector where the rehabilitation here in the main prison of the Ogaden region. But here, visiting it this morning, we can see women get trained to actually be educated inside the main prison. Not only be rehabilitation, but education. So when they can leave the main prison, then they can have access to actually another job to actually be part of that. We're on a tour to the Ethio-Somali regional main prison, the Ogaden region, and this is actually a sector where technically the youngsters and the prisoners are given the opportunity to actually get a different vacations or different schools in here before they leave the main prisons. Now, the main prison here in the Ogaden region, or the Jalawaden, what you call, it seems to be a place of location of education, or place of education, not only the rehabilitation. So we're gonna speak to some of the youngsters who actually, some of them, they told me already that they do make chairs, beds in here, and not only make them, but they told me that they resell them and they take it to the outside cities where they can sell their beds that they make in here, which is a great vacations of education. We're going to ask them a few questions. Sedin, maasminsin.
waxaan alaabta sariiraha iyo magaranayay alaabta lagu seexanay sariiraha.
Iyo waxa sameeyay maxaa kale?
waxaan kala sameeynaa kuraasada sameeynaa. waxaan kala sameeynaa tabiiladeeda iyo waxa weeye magaranayay alaabta kale maartay alaabta guriga. ayaa sameeynaa.
Maxaa kale ku sameeyay?
waxyaabo badan baan sameeynaa. adigu sariiraha iyo alaabo badan oo kale ma sameeynaa.
ma la idin tababaray markii hore intaan bilaabay?
tababar baan qaadanay. waxa weeyaan si macallimiin aad u fiican ba macnaha waxa weeyaan tababarta injineerina marka ilaa macal qayb badan oo macnaha waxa weeyaan farsamada gacanta la baray.
farsamada gacanta kale ku baray. ma iibisiin alaabta aad sameeysiin?
alaabta waa la iibiyaa.
waa la qaadaa.
iminka maanta ugu dambeysay baa la sii qaaday waxa weeyaan garanayay qayb badan oo sarraa la qaaday oo waa la iibiyaa magaalada la geeyaa. annaguna waan sameeynaa.
marka waxaad leedahay halkan waxaad ka dhigtaa waxaad ka bixi doontaa adigoo wixii kaga shaqeysan kara.
mid kale shahaadooyin waan ka qaadanay macnaha waxa weeyaan oo aqoontanada oo xirfado badan oo macnaha waxa weeyaan aan ka baranay meeshan. marka shahaadooyin waan ka qaadanay oo xirfadii macnaha nala baray annaguna aan ka baranay aan waan ka qaadanay. marka aad bay meesha macnaha waxay noogu fiican tahay. suulintanada aad bay macnaha waxa weeyaan qaabka wax loo bari lahaa aad bay noogu dadaalaan macnaha.
wax dhibaato oo kale oo waxa bii soo gaadho oo adigu ay jirtaa ma jirtaa?
may wax dhibaato macnaha waxa weeyaan aadna soo gaadhay ma jirto. wax faa'iido macnaha aan xabsiga annagu waan ka sifaynay mooyaan wax dhibaato macnaha ma ku arag.
Okay, and we still in the tour in the main prison of the Ogaden region as we came here today. This morning we visited here. One of the reasons I visited here in the main prison was because the reports that comes out yesterday from the Human Rights Watch. We're in the bed in the bedroom where the prisoners sleep. And part of the report yesterday I've been seeing yesterday on the global networking is some of the prisoners doesn't even get shelter or anywhere to sleep or any beds or any duvets over their heads. Now, as you can see now, right on my left-hand side and my right-hand side, there is a bed in the top and there's another prisoners can share a bed in the bottom. Just like normal as any other prison in the world, like, you know, the big cities in America, in Europe, in other countries, you know. Now, to make such a statement is that there is no place for any prisoners to live or to sleep. Is something that doesn't really exist and is far from the fact. And as we can see right now, is proven right. Not only their bed, but they are quality beds as well, without actually adding any accelerations. They are quality bed for prisoners, and the two prisoners, one can sleep at the top and one can sleep at the bottom. So this seems to be proven wrong for those who wrote the report from outside the country or the region. And this seems to be completely proven wrong. The Human Rights Watch report yesterday, it has been the prison here, which the rehabilitation place, has been described to a place which doesn't have air to breathe, a place where people get tortured. But right near here is a relaxation area, which has got all the Ethiopian regional flags in here. Monks, people can actually come out here in the evenings and just chill out and have a conversation with another prisoner, just as a normal prison that has been existed in any countries or in any cities in the world. Okay, what would you send it to the message of people that says that there is no medicals inside the prison. There is no room of treatment for inside the prison. People doesn't get any medicals, even as small as paracetamol. What would your message be?
Not me. This the reality. The reality says yes. The reality says this is a pharmacy.
Yes.
And this is the patients. And the lies always be lie. They are lying.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.